sir.
Eat that meat, Jennifer.
Why doesn't that pheasant look pleasant?
Fasten your taste buds,
For gastronomic ride,
cause us two fat ladies are itching up
to get into your kitchen. Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Aha, Cambridge. So ravishing.
Not nearly as ravishing as the rowing crew we've been invited to cook for.
I believe they won this year's boat race in the fastest time ever.
Yes, and we're cooking their celebration dinner.
To the river.
Oh, look, a handsome oarsman.
Place. Lovely scenery.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
Cows and all. Look at that little boat. Tiny little boat. I couldn't fit my body in.
No, I suppose not.
Where are our beautiful young men?
I don't know, gentlemen. Well, at least they're expecting us. That's us.
But where are the people we're dealing with?
Not a leg in sight. I don't know. Very frustrating.
Hi, ladies. Good to see you.
I'd love to see you.
Welcome to Cambridge.
With your wonderful boys, these little fellas, these little fellas.
yeah.
Congratulations on your great victory.
Indeed, but we
Right.
expect it, don't we? I've always been brought up to think that Cambridge wins. It's all due to you, probably.
Oh, absolutely, yes. They don't get any credit. It's all due to me, yeah.
We must cook a great deal for these tiny little creatures.
Yes, I think they need feeding up. Which kitchen are we cooking it in?
The coach's kitchen.
Great,
Is it near?
wonderful.
It's just around the corner, actually.
Right, let's go.
Well, take you down.
Oh, this is looking up. Rabbit is that most neglected of creatures, and the recipe I'm going to cook is a dish involving both the fillets of rabbit and the leg meat, which I've cut from the rabbit, and which I'm simply going to mince. You can do this in a food processor, but you get a better texture from the mincer. And put it in a bowl and mix into it a single egg white.
I prefer the leg meat. I prefer it to the rest, rather like chicken.
Well, you're going to get the benefit of both in this, John. It's very
Juicier.
Juicier, yes, it is. And it's a pity not to use the leg meat because, as Jennifer said, it is juicier and it gives a fuller texture. And quite a lot of pepper and salt. As I'm going to use bacon with this dish, I don't need to add too much salt. Depends how salty your bacon is. And then just mix it all together well so that it makes a nice paste. As I said, if you were doing this in a food processor, you just throw the whole lot into the food processor and go whizzy, whizzy, whizzy. And then take out your aggression. Look at that, isn't that a lovely thing?
A fine cleaver.
And flatten the fillets. One of the advantages of being as heavy as I am is if you put your weight into it, it doesn't take very long.
Terrible noise.
I know, I'm sorry about this, Jeff. They're wrapped in cling film, just to keep them together and stop them spreading too much. Here we are, that'll do. And then you unwrap them, if you're lucky. I'm never any good with cling film.
Can I help you with my talons?
No, it's all right. There you are. Look at that, isn't that sweet? Rabbit is everything you ought to be eating. It's lean, it's fat-free, it's wild.
I think it's delicious.
That is the most important thing of all.
Very fond of bunny.
And the place is overrun with rabbits, so you're committing an act of social virtue as well. This is seasoned flour. It's just flour into which I put some salt and pepper and a bit of cayenne pepper and a bit of dried mustard. There we are, all beautifully floured. And then all you do is you take a piece of smoked bacon and you put it onto your rabbit, and then onto that you put a nice layer
Of leg rabbit.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why people don't eat rabbit anymore.
There are three very good reasons. There's the fluffy bunny brigade, who say, oh, I couldn't eat a sweet little rabbit. And then there's the people who've had far too much rabbit stew. I mean, these would be older people who lived in the country during the war. And then, of course, there's the memory of that dreadful disease.
The myxomatosis.
Yes, which put a lot of people off.
Just shape it nicely to the fillet. And onto that, I'm going to put some sorrel. Sorrel is a wonderful herb. It's what we used to use for the sort of lemon flavour before the citrus fruits came in from the Mediterranean. And it's actually full of vitamin C as well. You don't need to take out the whole backbone, but where there's a sort of tough bit of rib, just pull it out. Sorrel melts when it's cooking, and so it sort of melds into the dish. It's a lovely thing to cook with. If you don't have sorrel for this recipe, you can use sage leaves. There we are. And you put the other piece on top so that you have a nice little parcel.
Right, well, I'm going to do a vegetable dish, which really can be eaten as a course on its own, as the French do. And it's peas cooked with spring onions and hearts of lettuce. Ideally, you have a huge kitchen garden where you get the youngest possible peas you can. Otherwise, you can use frozen ones, which I think the pea and the raspberry are the two success stories of the frozen world. And then, of course, they take very much less time to cook. But if you can get the real thing really young, it is absolute heaven.
What music hall singer was it? She sits among the cabbages and peas.
I've no idea. Vestatilio or
That's
something
it.
like
That's
that.
exactly who it was. Well done.
Now, I'll get my saucepan with some melted butter. Quite a lot in there. Put the peas in. Then we'll put a sprinkling of sugar. That's always good for the flavour with peas. Some chopped up spring onions. That's very good with it. Now, what we want to make is a bouquet garni, or a faggot of herbs, as we call it here. A piece of butter muslin, which you can get in any reputable shop that sells materials. And you put in bay leaf, handful of thyme, and a nice bunch of parsley. That's all it needs, this one.
You wouldn't use one of those packet things that you can buy.
I would never use the packet things. They have no taste at all. They're like putting a packet of dust in. I mean, there's no point at all when you've got all these nice things you can put in. And none of this is difficult to get. I have thyme on my fire escape. It's been there for 3 years. Nothing ever seems to happen to it. So you can always have a pot of thyme. And bay leaves, you can always steal them off people's front doorsteps.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are lots of bay leaves everywhere, no one knows anything about.
Jennifer Patterson arrested for Bailey theft. I could put my wig back on and come and defend you.
I don't think anybody minds the odd bay leaf going. There, that's all you've got to do, nothing fancy. Tie it up and plonk it in. Touch of water, not much, because we want a sort of concentrated juice at the end. Then we want to put in these half chopped up hearts of lettuce. Any lettuce will do, but the little gems are quite a good thing. Pop those on the top. And a little salt. You can always add more later. Cover it up with a lid. And pop it on the stove. Stew it a bit until the peas are ready. They take quite a little time anyway.
Oh, hum.
Should I take that?
Yeah, could you? Thanks. Great.
These look lovely.
There we are. Thank you.
There you go.
Too kind.
I'm going to shell more peas for those little boys.
Yes, I should think they'll want quite a lot. In here, I've got a pan of melted butter. And I'm just going to put into it some finely chopped onion. And you just want to let it soften, not to colour, just to soften down a bit. And very carefully, I'm going to put the rabbit parcels into the heat. Make sure at this stage that they don't break up at all. And you need to leave them to cook just to colour, really. Because of the egg white, it will seal itself together a bit with the heat. And then turn them over very, very carefully. Just tap them back into shape if they've got out of shape at all. And just leave them to colour again the other side. And I'm just going to put in a good slurp of white wine. And you can use ale or beer or cider, in fact, anything like that. But wine tends to be the thing one has most accessible. Let that come to the boil. And then cover it and let it cook for 10 minutes.
This whole thing, I think, is ready.
All right.
Now, I've got my peas and the lettuce and onions. They're making the most delicious smell. Wonderful. Now, we better take away our gruesome bundle of herbs. Then we'll drain these. But we want to keep the juice, because all the juices from the different things would have made it a delicious taste. So put it into another bowl. You see how pretty they look? The mixture of the colours is very nice. Shake it about a bit. Place them in a warm dish. Now then, we're going to add to the juices from the pan, guess what? Some cream. This makes a most delicious sauce. Needs some seasoning. Good ground pepper. Season to your own taste. No one knows what your own taste is except you. Swirl it around a bit. And pour over the accumulated vegetables. It's a wonderful smell. Eat it as a first course. It's really very good, especially for all these vegetarians. They can have nothing against it. Nectar for the gods, I think. I'm going to need some honey for my pudding, dear, but I'm a bit worried. There don't seem to be any flowers about yet.
It's a little early in the season, but I'm sure the Cambridge bees will try for you.
Oh, look, there's somebody. Let's ask him.
Can I help you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. We've come to get some honey.
Yes, well, there's plenty of honey there, but I'm afraid it's still in the hive.
Where do we go?
We go through the archway here and to the left along the grassy path through the corner.
All
But
right.
before you go, you will need this.
Now what?
A rustic spell, do you think?
Probably some jars. Do it yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's chapeaux from Paris.
One each for you.
They
Good
look like
Lord.
lobster pots.
We have to wear all that.
I'm afraid so, yes.
Good Lord, our nuns never put all this stuff on.
Well, I should think they prayed.
We can pray.
Yes, I would advise both, probably.
I think so indeed.
Thanks very much. Avanti.
Avanti, Savoia. Very bumpy.
Very. Yeah. Well, I think we're doing very well.
I can't see very well.
Just as well.
I feel like a fly. You know, with crisscross eyesight. Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Hello.
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 Come to see my bees, have you?
Yes.
Indeed.
Want some honey?
Well, yes. We just thought we'd get a pot, really, but this is much more exciting.
Oh, yes, you can see how it's made. Look, it's all in there. The hive of industry, they call it.
One talks to them nicely or something, doesn't it?
Hello, little bee.
This is honey.
Heavens.
Fantastic. They're very beautiful,
Look.
aren't they? Wonderful.
And how long would it take them to fill one of
Well,
those?
sometimes they take a few days, sometimes weeks. It all depends on what the flow of the honey is like.
Do certain flowers give more?
Yes,
Yes. I'd like clover or apple or something.
choosy, aren't you?
Yes.
She is, yeah.
Very.
Lots of people are spoiled food by putting the wrong type of honey on it. The darker the honey, then the stronger the flavour.
I'd like fairly strong because I'm going to make a honey and cheesecake thing.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
So what do we do now?
Well, what we do, we take these out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, you take that.
Whoops.
You're right.
Here's another one.
Don't upset the
Yeah.
bees.
No, don't want to do that. The smell of it.
You
Amazing.
can taste it later.
Yeah.
I'm rather fond of the wax.
take the cappings all off,
Oh, I see.
expose honey underneath.
Happy colour, this.
Isn't it wonderful?
There you are, see, it's all been exposed. And then when we finished it, we put it into this extractor.
There's no shortcut about making honey, is there?
No, it's very time-consuming.
Incredible, isn't it?
Can I hold it?
Yes, please.
Time for takeoff.
It's in here. We undo the little button.
You just
and
go,
here it
ooh!
comes.
It's still got quite a lot of wax lumps in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to be filtered now, and it's ready for the table.
I'm going to make a hearty Asturian bean soup as a starter for the rowers' dinner. This is a dish from central Spain. Madrid is the centre of the Asturias, and it's very good and typically Spanish. And I have here some haricot beans, which I've just soaked overnight and then cooked for 10 minutes. It's very important to remember to cook them for 10 minutes or so before you use them. Otherwise, you can give yourself quite nasty indigestion. And I've got this wonderful plate of assorted meats. I've got a ham hock on the bone. Very nice. And check with your butcher how salty it is, because sometimes they do need to soak. And some belly of pork. This is a piece on the bone. And some cubed belly of pork.
Delicious things.
I know, isn't it lovely? And this is a morcillo sausage. It's a Spanish black pudding, a Spanish blood sausage, although, as you can see, it's sort of quite red from paprika, as so many things in Spain are. You can buy them in good delicatessen. These are raw chorizo. They're not the sort that you have sliced into your sandwich at lunchtime, so they have to be cooked. Chorizos come in all shapes and sizes and different strengths. And you want to check what strength your chorizo is. These ones are really very spicy and muy picante. Muy picante. Notice the foreign lingo there, Jennifer.
Olé.
Because otherwise you might want to add some extra paprika, but I'm not going to because there's plenty there. Then I'm just going to pour in quite a lot of water. There we are. Look at that. And a bit of salt and pepper. This is a real Spanish peasant dish. To the stove.
Robust, robust.
And that needs to boil up for about an hour.
Now, I'm going to make a tart, a sweet tart. It's originally Greek, and it's made with ricotta cheese. It should be the Greek cheese, but I haven't got Greek delicatessen near me. And honey and spices, and you put it in a pastry case. This has got to be now blind baked. Now we put the paper there, and then cover it with a few beans, which will weigh it down. That'll stop it rising and being bumpy. And I'll put it aside because I'm going to chill it for a little bit. Pastry always likes that. Now, for the inside of the pudding, I have the ricotta cheese. Then we'll add some of our honey. About 3 tablespoons, but I'm just going to pour it. Now, if we've got the honey and the cheese there, we'll give that a bit of a mix. Now, some beaten eggs.
When were you floating around in Greece?
I got a cousin who lives in Naxos.
Eh?
And I thought she lived in a castle, but in fact the whole place is called Castello. Mix the eggs all up. There, that's nice and fluffy. Now, what we want to do is add some cinnamon. About half a teaspoonful, which I should think is about 2 big pinches. Then a good squeeze of lemon, about a tablespoonful. That's about right. Never have too much lemon anyway. And we have the contents for our tart. Right, well, I've got a flan ready. You can see it's nice and flat from where the paper and the beans have been. So there's lots of room to put everything else in. Now I've got here a bowl of crushed walnuts, and we line the bottom with them. Make a nice sort of crunchy affair at the bottom. Now we pile the mixture in on top. Smooth it nicely. There we are, Bob's your uncle. Off to the oven. Couldn't be simpler.
While you're back there, you couldn't bring me back that pan.
Yes, of course. There, that'll take about 30 minutes. Isn't that wonderful? What a wonderful sight.
Treasures.
Black things floating on the top.
Now, what I'm going to do is remove the cooked meat from the soup and shred it. Put the meat back. Just take the rind off the ham hock. Although the Spanish eat the rind, they love it.
I like the rind.
But you can have it.
It's like the pig's foot. Delicious. It looks most succulent.
It is. It's beautifully done. And of course, if you can get very little ham hocks, you can leave them in whole and just sort of pick them up and chew them as you would with a pig's foot.
Gnaw them.
What are you doing there, anyway?
I thought I'd make a little fruit salad on the side for those boys, because it's a rather tart one.
Oh, that'll be nice. I'm sure they like a good tart.
Just for fun. I know they will eat forever.
Yes, bulk everything out. You must get lots of bread to go with this soup. And then you want to take out the sausages and slice them, because otherwise if you leave them cooking any longer, the skins will burst and they'll just disintegrate.
I like the look of those blood puddings. They look very exciting.
It's wonderful. In Spain, they make blood sausages for Christmas. You go round and you have a blood sausage and a glass of sherry and try everybody's sausages.
Or cow's nose.
If you say so.
Yes, I had a cousin who was there once for Christmas, and in came this vast silver platter, and she thought, oh goody, you know, a lovely goose or whatever. Took it off. There was a large upturned cow's nose.
Good Lord.
Nostrils heavenward.
Glad I haven't come across that.
In San Sebastian. Perhaps it pertains to that region.
No, I remember being in Spain. My mother was adamant that we would have a turkey for Christmas lunch. And so she sent me off to the market to buy a really big turkey, which is impossible in Spain. And they provided this bird. I don't know what it was, but it sure as hell wasn't a turkey.
What was it?
I think it was probably some terribly protected species of bustard.
What did it taste like?
It's delicious. Mix that in with the beans, and then I'm going to add to it these potatoes, which I've just chopped.
This will make the hair on their chest grow, won't it?
And this cabbage.
An entire meal.
It is really. I mean, that's what it is. But I thought, you know, for the rowers, it would be nice to have it as a starter, because they need their grub. Mix that in as well. Right, and so this has got to go back to the stove for about another 20 minutes, half an hour, until the potatoes are cooked, really, so however long that takes. Those rowers said they were going to be training on the river. I think we should go and watch them. And I've been lent an aid for encouragement.
An aide de memoire.
Come on, Jennifer, on your bike. Come on, let's go. Trot on.
Crazed with lust.
Gentlemen, we're going to start you. Set, go!
Wonderful sight.
Jennifer, they're going a bit fast. How are we going to keep up with them?
Get back on the bike.
Oh, yeah.
Really relaxed.
Move those lovely legs. Keep your legs together.
They're all little Grace darlings to me.
Push harder. Hold the finishers. Put your bodies into it! John, stop using your head and keep it still!
You've got a college of less than 90 undergraduates in each year, and yet you have something like 6 groups.
That's not too bad.
2 Olympians amongst you.
Well, our college in charge.
Gentlemen, to the winners of the 1998 Oxford and Cambridge boat race, Cambridge, record holders.
A hearty starter for heroes or a main course for the rest of us.
You need the right crew. You need the right crew with an easterly wind and a giant tide. It was the
A
biggest.
sophisticated end from simple, rustic ingredients.
Well, they're not the main reason.
I hear the tide goes faster when in 2000. Really?
An exquisite mixture of summer vegetables.
And apparently they're going to bring out new blades, invisible blades, and long boats, and so that's the point that we did not.
Try this with a fine glass of pudding wine.
Speeches, aren't you? At some stage, like you really.
Well, the ladies have done us proud, I think.
Those ladies are great.
It goes down.
That's sub 6 minutes, almost certainly. And there's no way a key takes.
Well, it's lovely punting weather. La 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 la. I must say, it's a most beautiful evening, isn't it? Couldn't it be more beautiful? This
I
is
know.
when everybody from abroad falls in love with England.
Well, it's considerably less smelly than Venice.
Oh, that's a foul accusation. I lived in Venice for many years and it no longer smells. They have very good refuse boats that come round every morning and take your rubbish away.
Such beautiful young men, I must say. Don't get that in
A
Venice.
bit of a breeze. You certainly do. And what's this fine great
I
building?
don't know. What's that,
It's
Rob?
actually part of Clare College.
No, Claire.
Named after a lady called Elizabeth de Clare, who was very wealthy because she was married and widowed 3 times by the age of 28.
Good heavens.
That's a good record.
Yeah. What did her husband die of?
Well, they all died mysteriously. She vowed never to marry again, actually.
Didn't need to.
No.
Shouldn't think she got many offers.
Founded Clare College with the inheritance.
No, well, that was nice of her, wasn't it?
Good for her. You look very dashing in those sunglasses, I must say.
Aren't they good?
Make you look like a mafia don.
All I want is respect.
That's a fine thing.